Welcome back in, and wow, already here for week 8 of the NFL, week 9 of college football. Doesn't feel real, man. This season's flying by way too quick. And because it's Thursday, you know what that means. So I think it's going to be the quickest we ever hop in. We have a lot to talk about, a lot of fun games this weekend, a lot of awesome games. Without any further ado, let's hop right in. We got picks coming first at you. Then we'll round it off with some picks, NFL bets, college football bets. And that's about all we need today. So without any further ado, let's over to Pickem. So as you can see, I kind of mentioned it yesterday. That Cardinals game boned us. This is what we're looking like for the season so far. As a quick glance, we'll come back to it here in a second. But like I said, having 109 when getting Danny having 15 less would have been awesome. Shout out to my uncle who ended up getting first place this week. I'm not mad. I mean, it sucks. Missed 4 games. Can't be mad about it. Just literally that Cardinals game was beyond frustrating. I mean, it sucks that. Man, literally, probably should have flipped that in Kansas City now, looking back at it. That probably would have been awesome. Or, hell, even flipping them with Detroit, even though that game came down to the wire. Just sucks. But, yeah, as you can see overall, still doing pretty decent on the season. Just sucks because there's been now, I think, like, this is the 6th or 7th game it felt like this year where it's like, man, we really need this to shoot past somebody, and we've lost, I think, 5 of the 7 out of those games that are like that. But, I mean, as you can see, we're at 568. To get in the money is 93. I mean, that's literally. We keep having good weeks like this. I think truly, if we only miss 4 to 5 games the rest of the season here on out, we're slowly just going to keep climbing up. It's just getting these points right, man. So without further ado, hopping in today, we're going to go Vikings over Rams for the first game. Rams are trying to trade Cooper Kupp. Not a good sign about what they're thinking about this season. I don't know how true this is, but I saw something about Matt Stafford being on the market. Interesting. Eagles, Cincy. This is going to be a very, very tough game. I'm going to go Philly with my 1 right now. Like I said, I'm curious to see how good if Philly has a good defense, Bengals aren't going to score too much. If Philly's defense is bad, we might see them score because for whatever reason, we mentioned it on yesterday's episode. Cleveland can't score on good defenses. I don't know why they can't, but so we're going to lean Philadelphia there. Baltimore, Cleveland. I mean, I know this is a road game. I know this is a division game, but come on, man. I mean, Detroit against Tennessee. I mean, this feels like this has to be my 16. We'll keep looking and see. Tua's back this week. I look for, especially because Arizona's now won 2 in a row. I definitely like picking Miami a lot more. Jets over, yeah, I think Jets are going to beat New England. I don't think there's too much to worry about there. Tampa Bay, ooh. I'm actually going to go Atlanta here. A lot of people are picking Tampa Bay and Tampa Bay. Wide receiver injury might kill them a little bit this week, so I'm going to lean Atlanta here. Just a slight bit for the fact that they aren't. I mean, having a whole week now to prepare without Mike Evans or Chris Godwin should be a little bit better than losing them both mid-game, but I don't know. Tampa Bay also looked pretty decent still against Baltimore. So, I mean, it's something that regardless, even if we do pick Atlanta, that's going to be a low point total. I just can't get myself around putting a shit ton of points on Atlanta. The biggest thing is injuries, man. Those injuries really, it's tough. Can't pick them with those 2 injuries, I feel like. Green Bay, Jacksonville. Easy Green Bay for me. Jacksonville got their win last week out. I'm going to take Houston here, but I'm 100%, 98 to 2% is crazy. I'm going to probably bet the Colts. I'll pick Houston, but I'm probably going to bet the Colts. This is simply, I won't lie to you, I would pick the Colts here normally. I genuinely think they have a legitimate shot to win this game. It's just, pick 'em wise, I know not a soul in my family is going to pick them, so instead of trying to risk it and catch everybody on, hey, if I get this right, I'm just going to, I'm going to go with the crop. I'm going to put a low number on this game, and if I lose it, I lose the low number. It's like, whatever. If the Colts, happiness hedge. Best way to put it. Happiness hedge. I do think Colts legitimately can win this game, but if they don't, I'm going to take Houston. For the off chance that they don't do it. Chargers, New Orleans. Got to take Chargers there due to the injuries. Denver, Carolina, I mean, man. I feel like it's going to be a little bit closer than it should be at first, but I mean, Carolina's pretty bad. I think Denver will be able to run away with that one. Kansas City, Las Vegas, give me Kansas City. Chicago, Washington. This is a tough one. There's so many people in Washington. Jaden Daniels not playing, most likely, is what it sounds like. That's going to end up being a low pointer for me. That makes me nervous. San Fran, Dallas. I got to take San Fran here. Going to be another low pointer. Pittsburgh, New York Giants. Got to take Pittsburgh there. I won't lie. Burned through that pretty quickly. This feels like, you can see it on the percentage-wise as well if you're looking over here. A lot of heavy favorites. We'll look at the betting numbers here in a minute. There are a good amount of they're good amount favorites. We'll go 24-17 for that game. Dallas will go 24-28. Most points this week. Let's look at one of these 99%. We'll go Detroit. We'll go Detroit the most points, and New England has been scoring the least amount so far all season, so that probably wouldn't be a bad one to go with. Especially playing against the Jets. It's going to be a division game. Cleveland probably wouldn't be a bad option either, but we'll just go... I'll go New England. Where do I go? The Giants against the Steelers. We'll go New England. So far, yeah, we'll just go New England. These tiebreakers haven't meant a lot so far, this in the last recent seasons, but they've come into play. They've come into play before, so it sucks. So now it's like, man, I got to make sure I pay attention to those. Because I damn near think I won the week regardless when that did happen, but I think it was like 2-3 years ago. I legitimately would have won because of the scores I had. And so this score is very important. Obviously, legitimately I won because of these, but like I said, you see tiebreaker 2 for a reason, man. It truly can come down to this. I think, like I said, it's been 2 or 3 times since I've started. The weeks come down to that, so it's not very many at all. Very, very small sample size, but just got to be ready in case, man. But now let's move around some points. So we are going to start with 13. We're going to go Jets with 13. They have no reason to lose that game. 13, 12. Oh, I didn't even pick Buffalo, Seattle. Ooh, I'm going to go Buffalo. Won't be shocked if Seattle wins that one. Buffalo's, I feel like, are due to put up I guess they did put up a stinker like almost 2-3 weeks ago, but they've had some really good games back-to-back now. I'm looking for them to maybe slip up. I don't think it's going to be here, though. Let's be real. I do not think it'll be there. Kansas City will go 12 just because of quarterback injuries. 11. Actually, well, you know what? We'll go 12 there. 11 there. 10. Let's see. Miami, Arizona probably wouldn't be a bad one. Atlanta, Tampa Bay, we can keep this a low number, which is awesome. We're going to put right now, 4 in this game. If I had the Colts, I'd probably just throw my 1 in the Colts. It just sucks. I wish I was in first place. If I was in first place, I would actually... If I wasn't in the middle of the pack, I feel like I'd be willing to risk it a little bit more with like, oh, let me throw a 1 on a dog and try to flip a week, stuff like that. But I think I legitimately have a shot to at least get podium, so we're going to try for podium. My boy Danny's getting pretty lucky, man, with some of these games, so I won't lie to you. I know confidence is key, but your boy's a little worried he might not be able to catch Danny. I mean, the first 3 weeks got this dude so far ahead that it's like, oh. I mean, he gets one, like, literally, the difference of 24 points between me and Danny. I had a 9 on Chargers. He had a 15 on Arizona. And he gets that 24-point buffer. It's like, man, this dude's just catching all the breaks. So I'm hoping I'm going to be able to catch him. Because, yeah, first place is obviously the goal here. So 10. What do we want to... This, by the way, I still don't know where I want to put my 10. I'm probably going to put it... Chargers? So if we go 10 here... 9 Green Bay... I don't know where I'd put my 8 then. We'll go 6, 7. So we got 2, 3. See, this is actually a rare opportunity. Usually you see me fighting for low numbers. I'm actually fighting to where to put some of these bigger numbers. So we'll go... I guess we'll put our 8 there. Man. 2, 3, 5. So we'll go 3... 5, and then I guess I won't lie, that's probably one of the quickest we've ever done the pick'em, and I won't lie, I feel like it went pretty smooth. I'll go. Also, shout out to DeAndre Hopkins getting traded to Chiefs. I'm excited to talk about that here in a minute. So that's just gonna keep happening, huh? Dude, keeps moving the web page. Like I said, I just want to give everyone a quick picture of the overview. So I would say my goal is, man, my uncle winning that week was so clutch for him to be able to pass me, but I truly want to get, so we got to gain, I want to gain 10 points on probably 5th and 6th place. If we can gain 5 to 10 points every week by the season, we'll for sure get in the podium, but, man, it just sucks because it's starting to get to that point now where The bigger the lead you're getting now, it's going to look a lot better. Obviously, there's a whole NFL season left. I mean, we're only on week 7. We still got, like I said, we're basically just, 2-3 weeks away from the halfway point. Starting to become that time. But yeah, this is what I got looking for the week. It's even crazier, too, because I actually reminded Danny to do his picks. Or that boy might have forgot. But looking at it, yeah, I just like it. I don't think there's too much to talk about. I like a lot of these numbers this week. Felt like a lot of these games were a little bit simpler to pick, especially because, I mean, you see the spread up top. We got like a 9 on, damn, I forgot my finger doesn't go all the way over there. We got 9 on Baltimore, Cleveland. Got 11 on Denver, Tennessee. Feel decent. Well, this is the first time in a while where I've placed all my big numbers and be like, all right. Hopefully we'll not be losing one until we get to, let's see. I don't think we're going to lose anyone from 16. Don't think we're losing that. Don't think we're losing 15, 14, 13. I honestly don't think 12 will lose. Only one I'd start to be nervous about is maybe 11 with the Chiefs, but even then the Raiders have been so shaky lately that I don't know about that. 10. Now I feel okay with the Chargers over New Orleans. A little bit nervous, but I still think they should win that. Yeah. Overall, I just feel pretty decent with my numbers. Going to be a fun little week. Yeah, it just genuinely should be a fun week. Now, without any further ado, I think it's time for us to head on back to the gridiron, and I think I'm ready to go over some of my bets. So, like I said, I think I'm ready to go over some of my bets. Maybe going to be a smaller day today? Question mark. Maybe. We've been going pretty heavy the last few weeks, and I won't lie. I feel like we're starting to knock on wood. I feel like we're starting to hit our stride a little bit. Had back-to-back great pick'em weeks. Betting wise, it's been 2 decent weeks in a row now, so we're just going to hope to keep this rolling. So this Rams -3 is plus 100. Sorry, Vikings -3 is plus 100. We will go the Vikings spread. I'm hoping to get a -2.5. Just to get some action on Thursday night game. I think this is going to be a genuinely close game. Maybe not, though. I feel like it's going to end up being a close game, but at the same time, I wouldn't be shocked if Vikings is winning by like 20 or 30. I'm going to look for Kyren Williams' score. We talked about this on the last show. He's on an insane streak, so we're going to go Kyren TD. I probably like Justin Jefferson to score. So like those two dudes to score. When it comes to the props, probably gonna have to check out Stay Down Sports for that. Justin Jefferson -5.5 receptions. I kind of like that. It's -146. Kind of bad odds. But I genuinely do think he's going to get about 6 receptions. Cooper Kupp coming back won't be. You can decide if you want to take his over in yards or 6 to 7.5 yards, or his over in receptions, which is 6.5. I think he's going to have a pretty decent game overall. Man, I really don't think I want to take anything else besides that. So check out Stay On Sports. We're going to have to look at some props and everything. I will not lie to you. First looks is like, I've already taken a few peeks here and there. Just first look again, like while we're live on the show. Man. There's nothing that's like popping out to my eyes where it's like, that line's dog shit. I need to take it. The books are starting to get a little bit better with some of their lines, so we'll find some more stuff tomorrow to snoop around in. But so far, I do like the Vikes -2.5. We're going to take Kyren Williams and Justin Jefferson both to score. And then we're also going to take Justin Jefferson over 5.5 receptions in that game. Dolphins -3. We're going to take it with Tua back. Man. I like how I said I was probably going to take a lighter week, and we're already starting to let it rip. Like I said, props are not up on this site. We'll take a quick peek if they're on this other site real quick. But I'm probably going to look at HN. We're going to look at HN where it's rush and receiving overs. Preferably the rush overs. I think Tyreek Hill, we might look at his receiving over as well. Damn, now I got this game first. I got to scroll for this game. Yeah, let's see. And even this book has a 3.5. They don't even have any. All right, cool. This has like half the props up. So, like I said, we're just going to stick with the normal strategy. Prop-wise, you're going to have to check out Stay On Sports, but I can at least give you some sides and where I lean. I just can't give you exact numbers. So, yeah, I'm going to probably take Ishan's rushing and receiving overs. Probably going to take Tyreek Hill's to score and his over and receiving. This is going to be a good game to take a lot of Dolphins over. This is going to be a high-scoring game. I might take James Conner to score a touchdown as well. So, we'll just add that in there. James Conner scored a touchdown. Marvin Harrison probably will have a decent game. They got to scheme that dude up, man. It's weird how they What's going on with Marvin Harrison in Arizona is just weird. I know he's a rookie. I know they're still trying to figure out the kinks. Just weird. Weird situation. Oh, let's be honest. The Arizona Cardinals is weird in general. Very curious to see what's going to end up happening with that game. Jets -7. Sure. We'll take Jets -7 just because they beat them pretty bad last time. They need to win bad. I see this game being about 24-10. We're going to take Adams to score just for the fact he didn't score last week. Probably going to take Brees. We're going to look at Brees props. Probably his TD and maybe rushing over. But the only thing kind of scares me is the Patriots got called off for being soft by the coach. So this could flip one of two ways where nothing really changes. They're just like, whatever, who cares? Or it goes the other way where they get motivated and play a little bit better. That part does make me a little bit nervous, but I do like Adams, Brees all do some stuff in this game. Eagles, 1.5 dogs to Cincinnati. I might just stay away from this game. This is going to be a really, really fun game in general. I like Saquon to probably score. Probably like Hurts to score. So we'll go. Actually, you know what? I forgot. We haven't got to do the trifecta in a while because of injury. So we're going to go. You know how we do around here. Saquon TD, Hurts TD, A.J. Brown TD. By the way, forgot to write all this down again. I'm hoping next week your boy actually remembers to write some of this down instead of just giving it all out right away and then giving it out and be like, all right, hold on one second. All right, now this one. Hold on. But no, overall, I think that the trifecta, our usual trifecta is probably going to be a decent go-to. Just genuinely. Sorry about that. I had something pop up real quick. But no, yeah, Saquon TD, Jalen Hurts TD, A.J. Brown TD. Last week, all three of them scored. So that would have been really, really nice. Sadly, your boy only took a Saquon. We were all in on Saquon that week. So, yeah, this week we're going to go back to the trifecta. Look for two of those three to hit for us. Moving ahead, Packers 4.5-point favorites over the Jags. That's probably just going to be our teaser. Yeah, I feel like it's going to be our teaser game of the week. Just because, man, 4.5 is an ugly number. That's just... I'm not taking the Jags at all, not a chance. Which sucks because this 4.5 number actually makes me be like, it's not a bad number, honestly. But I'm not going to take anything. Probably going to stay away from this game. The Packers have too much going on with them wide receiver-wise, where too many people get the ball. If anything, I'll maybe take Josh Jacobs. Jaguars-wise, I just hate betting on this team now. I'm over it. I'm done with the team. I just don't want to bet on them anymore. So I'm probably just going to end up staying away. Maybe looking at something live. Over-under-wise, I'm just going to stay away. Falcons, 2.5-point favorites over the Bucs. We don't know who the hell's going to play for the Bucs at wide receiver at this point. Mike McMillan, I wonder what he's going to do if he moves to the slot. That might be something I consider taking some of his props. Tate Otten might not be a bad one. I'm trying to remember who kind of went off Monday night. Man. 2.5-point favorite for the Falcons. I'm probably just going to stay away. I think either team genuinely could win that game. And that's going to be a game, I think, for first place in the NFC South. So regardless of me having to put a bet on it, it's going to be a fun watch. There's going to be a lot to compete for. Yeah. Man. Ravens, 9.5-point favorites over the Browns. It's just too big, man. Way too big. I don't even want to... I don't want to take it. We'll probably look at Derrick Henry TD. I know the odds are going to be horrible, but that's probably just going to be something for the nasty boy. Potentially look at Henry's rush over as well. Rush over. Sorry, I got a text about something I thought was important. It was not. But yeah, 9.5-point favorites feels massive. I think I might consider even taking this anyway. Just the only reason I'm not is because it's a division game, but I truly think that Ravens are a great team, man. And now they're starting to become a little bit annoying because they're one of those teams where it's like, man, we have so many good players. Let's just give everyone the ball. We saw Justice Hill getting some action. We saw Mark Andrews getting some action. We saw Kohler getting some touches. I mean, Zay Flowers got some touches. Rashad Bateman was getting some touches. So betting prop-wise, obviously we're not going to bet anybody in the Browns. If we do, it's Nick Chubb to score a touchdown. Past that, when it comes, we're not taking anybody in for the Ravens. That's going to be a live betting team for me, probably. Probably take some stuff with Derrick Henry. Maybe take Lamar over 1.5 passing touchdowns again if that's a good number. But past that, we're probably just going to wait till live because I want to see who's going to be... I want to see who's going to be involved the most in the game. Like last week, it was Mark Andrews got 2 scores, and I'm pissed. I called it. I'm like, hey, I think Andrews is going to score. I text a few of my buddies. Line locks. He scores 3 plays later. It's like, just missed that. I'm like, I think Bateman's going to score. I think I got Henry live later as well. So Ravens are going to be a live betting team for me, I think, strictly for most of the year, just because they have so many guys. And then eventually they can just be like, you know what? Fuck it. We're just running the ball 30 times in a row, and that's how we're going to win the game. But like I said, 9.5. Probably going to end up taking it. Not going to give it out. Colts. We're taking Colts plus 5.5. I think they have a legitimate shot to win this game. It would help to have Jonathan Taylor. I don't know what the hell's going on with him at this point. I want to see if he's even practiced. I don't think he's practiced. He's returning to practice. Love it even more. If he comes back, Anthony Richardson, undefeated against Houston. In Houston. I was about to say in his career, and I'm like, wait, no, they just lost. In Houston, he's undefeated. 1-0, baby. Before he got hurt last year. But yeah, I'm going to take Colts plus 5.5. I think they're going to cover. This was a 2-point game in Indy, and it basically came down to CJ Stroud making an insane throw to not give the Colts the ball back. I know Anthony Richardson had some deep shots as well, but Texans have shown they can struggle on offense. If the Colts can find some will to stop the run on defense, CJ Stroud might throw for 5,000 yards. No, honestly, I just think the Colts will have a legitimate shot to win this game. If they don't win, I think they're at least going to cover. So, that's why. That was weird. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to make the teaser as we're talking. They just messed something up, so I was like, what the... Moving on now. Titans, Lions. Lions, 10.5-point favorites. We're just going to take it. I think they're going to cover. If we can get this to 9.5, I'll love it even more. 10.5 does feel a little bit big. The Bills had 24 unanswered, just blew them out. I think the Lions are a slight bit better than the Bills, so handicapping that way, I think that gives you your answer of why I like the number. I like Gibbs to score. We're going to take Gibbs and Monty. Monty didn't score last week, blowing up a streak, which really sucks. Gibbs over 50 rushing yards as well. I don't know if that's out yet. That's on an NBA Jam, so don't forget about the rushing yards. Past that, I don't think I want to take anything else in this game. I think I'm simply just going to be on the rushing boys of Saquon and Monty. Probably maybe even take the rushing overs. I just think this game's going to get ugly and kill a lot of props, and it might just, at best, become a live betting game for the Titans where it's like, hey, maybe I bet 1 or 2 guys to score on the Titans who are getting a lot of targets late in the game. And they get the garbage touchdown. But for sure, going to maybe take some Lion guys to score as well live. I just know Gibbs and Monty are going to be the main focus of me when it comes to that game. Like I said, like the Lion spread. Not going to take it. I kind of want to throw in a teaser, but 10.5 just feels like, hey, we're going to move this out of the teaser zone for you. So we're going to that might be a good 8-point teaser game, if anything. So we got we were talking about that. Chargers 7.5-point favorites over the Saints. Nothing. I'm not going to take anything in this game. Maybe take some Ladd McConkey stuff. Maybe take some J.K. Dobbins stuff. So we're going to write down that. So we're just going to write down Dobbins and McConkey. Saints-wise, Rattler's starting again, so I probably like Kamara's. I think we're going to go with his receptions, maybe. Kamara receptions, and we might go rush yards. Maybe even receiving yards. He's going to be the main focal point of the offense, I assume. Chargers 7.5-point favorites. That is a team I'm tempted to put in the teaser, but I think I'm going to hold off. I'm going to make a super safe teaser, and then I think I'll make a dangerous one. Probably put the Chargers in it, but my super safe one, we're going to hold off. Buffalo Bills, 3-point favorites against the Seahawks. I will actually take that, honestly. I think the Bills, I'm going to take it. Won't be shocked if they lose. I'm going to hope to get a 2.5 maybe. Just because 3, I don't want the push. We're going to try to look for a 2.5. James Cook. Sorry, I just got something about Brandon Ayuk. Where it's like, I already knew that. I don't know why we're getting a notification now. Bills -3. We're going to take a Josh Allen. We're going to do this. We're going to do Josh Allen and or James Cook TD. Pick who you preferably like. I'm going to take both. But I think either of those guys can get a rushing touchdown in for sure in this game. Passing-wise, I might take Cooper again. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how... Now that he's in the offense, I'm curious to see if he becomes the main target or if it's still like, hey, everyone's going to get the ball spread around more. But the more he's in this offense, the more I like for Cooper to get more touches. But we're going to stick to the rushing right now because the rushing has been pretty good for us this season, especially prop-wise. A lot of the rushing props have been, especially chef's kiss. That includes the touchdown props when it comes to rushing. Bears, 2.5-point favorites over Commanders. Complete stay away until we learn what's going on with Jaden Daniels. If you think Jaden Daniels is going to play, I would bet this number now because there's no way it stays. I think it's flipped completely from like Commanders -2.5 to now the +2.5 because of the injury. Sounds like he's not going to play, though. If he doesn't play, I have no interest in this game other than maybe watching it for some props, see what happens. But Jaden Daniels makes the Commanders fun and willing to watch. So, sucks for a season total. Feels like a very winnable game if he's able to play. But past that, yeah, we're just going to stay away. Maybe take Roschon. Ooh, that's a good one, maybe. We might go back to Roschon Johnson, rushing touchdown against this beat-up Commanders team. Maybe look for Bears wide receiver. I'm just going to write that down. Maybe, you know who we'll go Komet TD. Those are going to be two Bears I have is Roschon TD, Komet TD. I don't want to bet on the Bears. Like I said, I just want to try to stay away from this game. Broncos, -8.5 over the, the Panthers. Sorry, I was going to say something disrespectful. I'm like, they don't even need it. Oh, even more wild news. Andy Dalton did not practice today. Andy Dalton among those held out. I don't know if that's because of injury or whatnot, but give me the Broncos 8.5. They're having quarterback issues now, and that they already had, and now they're having injury quarterback issues. Yeah, give me the Broncos -8.5. Who do I like to score? We'll go. This is we're gonna do another and/or Sutton and/or Troy Franklin. I think both of them have a legitimate chance to score. I think I'm going to take one of the running backs for Denver. I probably can even take both. I'm only putting Broncos RB because I'm for sure taking Javonte Williams. But between Jaleel McLaughlin and Audric Estime, this feels like a perfect game for Audric Estime to get a few carries. Hey, Panthers are kind of bad. Maybe you can fill it out in the NFL here, buddy. But Broncos -8.5. I love that play. We're going to probably look at some receiving prop for some guys. Maybe look at some Sorry, I just, damn. My skin's really dry lately because of all this weather changing, and I think I just scratched my eye with one of the, what's it called, hangnails? Those little white things that hang off? Hangnails, I think, or hangnails, dead skin, I don't know what hangnail or dead skin, don't know what it was, just kind of cut my eye a little bit. That shit hurt. Damn, boy. But yeah, Broncos -8.5. I'm probably going to take a few passing strats in here. Might even take Bo Nix's rushing over if it's low enough. But, yeah. Past that, we'll just say, Chiefs -9.5 over Raiders. Oh, here we go. Sorry about that. Can confirm, dead skin at the corner of my finger. As you saw, just clip that shit off. Like a man with my mouth, even though it's horrible for your teeth. Panther Dave Canales tells reporters that because of the car accident involving Andy Dalton and his family, Bryce Young could be back at starting QB. This is reported by Ian Rappaport. So, yeah. Wow. Live as we're talking, the line moves from 8.5 to -9.5. That is actually insane how it just instantly flips right there. Man, that sucks. That was a perfect teaser number. Now it's going to be a 3.5 instead of a 2.5. That truly, really, really sucks. I don't think it's going to matter too much to be at the end of the day, but man, that's annoying. All right, Broncos -9.5. I guess we got a. Man, that is crazy. You want to talk about some line movement, dude? God damn, we're gonna have to bet this now. It literally went from -8.5, 110 to. Hold on, I gotta text Rowan about this. This is crazy. I just can't believe how quickly. Like this is on 9.5, about to move to like almost 10. So we are probably gonna be betting this teaser, and then I'm gonna be. Yeah, we're probably gonna be making this teaser after NFL, and then I'm gonna be hopping right on this Broncos -9.5 before it moves too far. Chiefs. We talked about Chiefs Raiders. I'm just probably gonna stay away from this regardless. We're gonna look for D-Hop to score though. I think they're gonna try to give him some looks. We're going to look at D-Hop props, probably take some of his overs. Kareem Hunt touchdown, that seems to be magical right now. It seems like he's going to be getting +100, +120 to score. I think we're going to just stick with that because Kareem Hunt's been pretty special right now in the end zone for them. He's been playing really well. And then past that, I mean, you're just throwing a dart at anybody else. Travis Kelce hasn't been getting them like that this year. Nobody else really has. It's Kareem Hunt or... It's Kareem Hunt and then somebody else. So we're just going to ride with the Kareem Hunt aspect of that. Man, now that's back to minus 110 for the Denver Broncos line. I mean, dude, that line is jumping around. We got 49ers, 4.5 point favorites over the Cowboys. I'm going to stay away from this game as well. Sunday Night Football. I probably will give out some bets for this, but we'll probably, yeah. And check out for my article for Down Sports for this one. This is normally a stay away for me because I think that the minus 4.5. I don't think that's bad, but I'm just going to stay away for the fact that I think it's going to cover. I just don't want anything to do with this game because the 49ers have been shaky lately. Cowboys have been shaky lately. I think 49ers should win this game almost no problem, but prop-wise, probably going to take some Ricky Pearsall stuff maybe. Like I said, there's so many injuries at the 49ers as well that we'll figure it out. We'll check out the article for Sunday. I promise you I'll have a play on this game, give out something for it. But I lane 49ers, probably going to take some props with them. But past that, yeah. I mean, there's so much action happening on this Denver game. We're going to try to fly through these last two games real quick. That was Sunday night. Here we go. Monday night, we got Steelers minus 6.5. I like that. Get me the Steelman minus 6.5. Minus 6.5. I actually think we're going to take Russ. I'm assuming this number. I have no idea what it is. Russ over 1.5 passing touchdowns. I'm going to hope that's plus money. We're going to take that. I think Najee's going to score as well. I was trying to think of his name for a second. I like the Muth. We're going to probably take the Muth to score maybe. And then Muth or Pickens. So that's who I'm going to pick besides Najee. But past that, I do like this minus 6.5. I do think Russell Wilson's going to score I do like the Steelers to score about 21 points, not just Russell Wilson himself. I think they'll score about 21, 28 points again this game, and then they're going to play some really good defense. It's just a question of will they have to score that much. I hope the Giants put a little bit of pressure on them to make them score, but I'd be lying to you if I said I was optimistic about that. But if you want to do a teaser real quick, 8-leg teaser, like I said, so real quick, Steelers minus 6.5, Russ over 1.5 passing touchdowns, Najee touchdown, and then we're going to do Muth or Pickens. If you want to do a teaser, this is what we're going to do. 6-point teaser, plus 700. We got the Jets to -1, the Vikings to +3, Colts to plus 11.5, Dolphins to +3, Buffalo Bills to +3. This one is the one that's a little stinky. Broncos -3.5 because that would have been -2.5 would have been beautiful. Then we got the Steelers -0.5. I mean, truly the only ugly number on here is that Broncos -3.5. Other than that, every other number I think looks beautiful. I like for a lot of those teams to cover. I mean, I think most of those teams I'm taking their spreads regardless, but that's what I'm looking at for a teaser. So the teaser teams are Vikings, Jets, Colts, Dolphins, Bills, Broncos, Steelers. That's plus 700. I just threw 16 on it because I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to throw let me throw $20, $50, $100 on this teaser. No. I'm just going to throw $15, $20 teaser bet every week. 16 to win 130. I'll be perfectly fine with the hits and be happy with that. So that does it for NFL. Very quickly, burn through it all. And just kidding. Vikings -2.5. Kyren Williams anytime touchdown. Justin Jefferson anytime touchdown. Justin Jefferson over 5.5 receptions. Dolphins -3. HN over. HN rushing, receiving overs. We'll look at that. Tyreek Hill touchdown. We'll look at that. James Conner touchdown. We'll look at that. Jets -7. We're going to look at Adams or Breece Hall anytime touchdowns. Look at Breece Hall's rushing over. We're going to go the trifecta for the Eagles game. Saquon TD, Hurts TD, A.J. Brown TD. Bengals-wise, I'll probably take T. Higgins or Jamar Chase. Then for the Ravens, we're going to go Henry touchdown. Henry's rushing over. Chubb anytime touchdown. Lamar over 1.5 passing touchdowns. Colts plus 5.5. Prop-wise, hands off just because that game maybe take some Joe Mixon stuff rushing-wise. Maybe take some Jonathan Taylor stuff since he should be back. Lions -9.5. Gibbs anytime touchdown. Monty anytime touchdown. We're looking for Dobbins and McConkey to touchdown and their prop overs. Kamara, we're looking at his receptions over and his rushing over. Bills -3. Josh Allen or James Cook anytime touchdown. And/or in my case. Roshan Johnson or Cole Kmet anytime touchdown for the Bears. In my case, and I'm going to be taking both. We're going to take Broncos -9.5. Remember, because that number moved, -9.5. Man, I almost don't want to take it because there's a chance that if Andy plays, it's going to move again. We're going to maybe sit and wait for an 8.5. We'll sit for a little bit. But yeah, so we got the Broncos -9.5. And then we got D-Hop props for the Chiefs game. And Kareem Hunt anytime touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins anytime touchdown. Steelers -6.5. Russ over 1.5 touchdown passes, Najee anytime touchdown, and then we're going to do the Muth or Pickens anytime touchdown. And you heard that 8-leg teaser I just gave out. Hey now. Now we got to go through some college. This one is going to be sloppy because I will not be lying to you. Jacksonville State minus 20.5 tonight, by the way. Take it. But no, this one's going to be a little bit sloppy because I have teams I like, but the place I saved them at are completely different than I looked ahead on this one. The place I saved them at, numbers are completely different than this one, so we're pretty much just going to be scrolling and talking. So tonight we got Jack State. So Wednesday we got Jack State minus 20.5. Thursday we're going to take Georgia Southern plus 2.5. Georgia Southern plus 2.5. Sorry about that, like I said. And then we're also going to take Syracuse plus 6.5. I'm very excited for this one. I think Hughes has a chance to maybe even win it outright. And then Friday, Boise, baby. Man, I hope that we can get a better number than this. We're going to take Boise minus 3.5. We're going to probably take some Genty props as well. So this is for Friday. So we got Boise props. Like I said, I'm really sorry about how messy this might end up being. I'm going to be jumping around from a lot of games because, like I said, I had it all planned out in a certain way, and then all those numbers changed, and the book has it in opposite order. So that's why I'm just learning as well. Some of these orders aren't the same. So that's going to be fun. So, yeah, like I said, we said Boise and Genty props. So that's for Friday. And then I don't think I'm going to take Rutgers, USC. I think I'm just going to stay away from that. I feel that's 11 o'clock at night. No way your boy's going to be up for that. I'm probably going to be might be trying to go to bed a little bit early on Friday night to maybe get juice for this Saturday slate. Sounds like Georgia Tech's 10.5-point favorite. Sounds like Hank King's not playing, so I'm going to be staying away from that. IU is missing their quarterback, but we don't give a fuck. Give me IU has game day coming. Give me IU minus 6.5. I think that they'll be able to do just enough in the ground game to win. And I think that I talked with my buddy Jaron about it. Shout out to him. He is, I guess, an IU fan because of school. I don't know if it goes any deeper than that, but at least because of school. And we talked about it. IU only losing 2 games this year. If they play how they've been playing, they're only going to lose 2 games this year. That's going to be awesome for them. So we like that number. Notre Dame is 12.5-point favorites over Navy. That's going to be a fun watch. I got nothing in that game. Fun watch. Very excited to see if Navy's going to be able to cover. Past that, we are going to take Memphis minus 18.5. They play Charlotte. This is basically just a... Okay, Charlotte's gotten the shit kicked out of them by Army and Navy. Memphis now comes in. I think Memphis is a pretty good team as well in the AAC. Yeah, they're in the AAC, I think, still, right? Man, they better be. Uh-oh. Are they not in the AAC? AAC, baby. Woo! Pulled out of my... Felt like I pulled out of my ass, but I didn't remember that. So we are going to take Memphis minus 18.5 there. I think they can run Charlotte. I mean, Charlotte's been getting ran by a few. I think they can run it up on them as well. We got Ole Miss 20.5 over Oklahoma. That feels too big, but I'm not going to be betting on Oklahoma. Staying away from that. I feel horrible about this, but Nebraska plus 25.5 just feels like too many points. I mean, let's be honest. Ohio State is good, yes. I understand Indiana kicks the absolute dog shit out of Nebraska, but Dylan Raiola played pretty bad last week. And if he even plays he played pretty horrible. I'm not even going to say bad. He played pretty horrible. If he's able to step it up, I think they can at least keep it close. I don't think they're going to win this game, but I'm hoping they can at least keep it close for us. Next game, we got ECU minus 6.5. They just fired their head coach, which usually means you should probably stay away from this game, but they're going to get to a point now where their schedule is actually really, really easy, and now because they fired their coach and because of other situations, I think they're going to get a favorable number. I think that East Carolina can win this by a touchdown for sure, so I like that. We got Oklahoma State. Going to go back to my boys, man. They played Baylor. Baylor coming off a hot game against Texas Tech where they won like 59-21. I like for Oklahoma State to come into this game. This is assuming Ollie Gordon's playing. I don't know if anything. He played last week. I don't think anything's injury wrong with him. Could be wrong, but we're going to take Oklahoma State plus 6.5. We're going to take some Ollie Gordon. We're going to take Ollie Gordon like, I don't know what his rushing over is. We'll take rush over, and we're going to take him to score once and twice. just for the fact that I think you're going to have a big game for them to win. But we're going to go back to Oklahoma State in this game. I think they can at least cover the 6.5. I mean, I can only imagine what that line would have been at the beginning of the year based on what Oklahoma State was projected to be and now what it actually is. NIU, 12.5 point favorites over Ball State. Nothing. I'm not taking anything there, especially after Ball State just played Vandy pretty well. I want to take Missouri plus 13.5, but I probably should just quit this team, man. I'm over them this season. They've just barely covered last week, though, so that's kind of why I'm like, I might go back to them. You know what? We haven't wrote a team in red yet today. We've been locked in a lot of stuff. Mizzou plus 13.5. This is just, I think Bama wins the game. It's just, I think Mizzou might slightly be able to cover, but you can't do it. Shout out my boy Rowan. TCU 6.5 point favorite over Texas Tech. Man, I don't know. We're going to just actually stay away from that one. I don't know. That's going to be an interesting, I'm going to keep an eye on that one just for future purposes, for potentially betting on those teams later. Maryland, we're going to go plus 4.5 over Minnesota. I just look for them to keep it close, coming off a huge game against USC. I think they can keep it close. 4.5, keep it within a field goal. It's going to be a tough game, but please just keep it within a field goal. Boy, BYU is actually a dog to UCF. I'm going to take BYU plus the BYU money line. They are plus 1.5, minus 104. The money line is plus 104. Truly, this is also a hedge for me. BYU loses this game. Looks good for my Colorado futures and everything. And if BYU wins, hey, they're plus money. I love that even more as well. So we are going to take BYU here. Plus money on the money line. Northwestern, this is the fate of Iowa. We're back to F Iowa, maybe. So we're going to write this actually in red because I don't know. Northwestern plus 13.5 is a maybe just because Iowa's off. If Caden McNamara is starting, might truly consider that, especially if we're up a little bit. This is going to be a tough one. Illinois, I don't know if they're going to win this game, but 21.5 feels like a lot of points. So we might be looking at taking the points there. Like I said, I don't think they're going to win the game, but might be able to take the points. Vandy, you know what? We're going to write this one as well in red. Vandy plus 18.5 versus Texas. I think there is a legitimate shot that Vandy might be able to cover this, but we'll have to see. That's going to be a tough one for them. Miami, 20-point favorites over Florida State. That's going to be an interesting game to see if they can keep that close. Penn State, 6.5 point favorites on the road in Wisconsin. That's going to be a fun game to watch late at night. LSU, 2-point dogs to Texas A&M. Another fun game. Michigan State might be a fun game. SMU, 11.5 point favorites over Duke. That's going to be a close one. Another one we're writing in red I'm probably not going to take, but you know what? I'm not even going to give it out. Never mind. Yeah, we aren't going to give it out. This one we will give out, though, in red. This is a maybe. Kansas plus 9.5 just feels like a lot of points, but like I said, I don't think Kansas has been pretty bad this year. We might just stay away from that. Back to a for sure bet. Saturday, 10:15. Man, I probably won't be up for this game. I want to be, but I'm not staying up till 2 a.m. this weekend again to watch Colorado. Damn it. Colorado minus 5.5 over Cincinnati. They win this game, they're bowl eligible. I think they're going to win by more than a touchdown. I think this is a good chance for Cincinnati's a decent team, but I think that Travis Hunter might be able to run some of his numbers up here in this game after not playing the last few games. And that's going to do it for your boy. So tonight, like I said, Jacksonville State minus 20.5. Thursday, we got Georgia Southern plus 2.5. Syracuse plus 6.5. Friday, we got Boise State minus 3.5, I believe is the number. Then we got Genty on some of his props. I like I said, I probably should have even looked if those are up. I'm assuming those are up. So real quick, Genty props, if I was going to take any. What's his rushing over? Rushing props, he is at 109. Oh my, I forgot how college football works with this stuff. Touchdown scoring props, Genty, Ricky White minus 220. I do like that one as well. Remember that name. Minus 260 scores twice at Genty. Genty 3 times plus 105. We're just gonna stay away. Odds are insane. I forgot how college football works when it comes to that stuff. Ollie Gordon last year should have been the reminder. So yeah, we're gonna take Boise minus 3.5. Ricky White for UNLV to score, and then we might just take Genty to score twice and something maybe. Just put in a parlay something if I want to get Genty action in. We're going to take IU minus 6.5 on Saturday. These are all Saturday games now. Memphis minus 18.5. Nebraska plus 25.5. ECU minus 6.5. Oklahoma State plus 6.5. Maryland plus 4.5. BYU money line. And Colorado minus 5.5. Games I might consider taking: Mizzou spread, Northwestern spread, Illinois spread. Illinois and Vandy spread I might actually truly really consider taking, but we might hold off. And then Kansas, fuck it. We're going to scratch that one out. But thank y'all for watching. Thanks for all the support. Really do appreciate it. Wow. Fun, busy week of football. Going to be a lot of fun football action to watch this weekend. Appearing on my boy Rowan show tomorrow. Might add a few bets extra on that one. We'll find some stuff. But past that, man, going to be a fun week of football. Can't wait to see everyone back on potentially Monday this week. Maybe not, but for sure Tuesday we'll see everyone back in this feed to go over some of the action that happened this weekend in the football world.